What's up, TC crew?
It's your favorite girl, Chelsea.
And it's your boy, RJ, and we're back with another video.
So, before we even get started to this video, yes, we're going to show you guys pictures. This is going to be a quick video because it's like, we don't even really want to talk about it. We just explaining to you guys why we've been gone for a whole week. So, don't mind my clothes and bag in the back over here. Y'all already know me and RJ's situation. I spend the night now. But anywho, today's video is going to be about us seeing Lewis, our dog, Babe's dog, his brother, my child, my bestie, getting mauled. So we have pictures. We're gonna tell y'all a crazy part on like why it could have been on video, but it's not. But we're just gonna hop into the video and hopefully Babe can get through this video because it was traumatic for like everybody who was involved. You ready? Mm-hmm. Don't be outside. He's okay. Right. He's okay. So before we even get into this video, Lewis is doing better. He is still at the animal hospital. We don't have him right now. He's been in the animal hospital for 2 days. But yeah, he's doing 10 times better. We'll tell you guys what the doctor said at the end of the video, so just stay tuned. But yeah, you want to start off or you want me?
I'll start off.
Okay.
So 2 days ago, me and Chelsea had me and Chelsea was chilling in the house, and we decided to cook in that day. So we went to our grocery store, our local grocery store, and we got a couple things. We brought Lewis with us. Lewis was left in the car, and anybody that follows Chelsea on Snapchat probably seen it that day.
Yeah.
Just think back 2 days ago. Me and Chelsea went to the grocery store. We got what we did, came back, and as soon as we got back in the house, Chelsea started immediately cooking, and my mom was like, take Lewis outside. In the back, we have this backyard, but the way our backyard is set up, like, it's the neighbor yard is like right there. The fence is like this high. It's just like a little fence. So
it's not okay. So y'all, when he's saying fence, he don't mean like a wooden fence that you're used to seeing. Mind you, if you live in a townhome, you know that you have a backyard, but you really sharing like one big backyard, and it's just cut off by one little fence or whatever. Because that's how my old house used to be. So basically, the fence that he is describing is not like made out of wood. It's like a wire type of fence, and it's like literally yay high,
and it's flimsy.
So like it's not like wire that will hurt you if you was to go through. It's really like not even no type of fence, if you feel me.
But usually I always take Lewis outside in the front to use the bathroom, let him do what he do, because the dog in his door is very aggressive. It's a rock mixed with something, and it's very aggressive. So I always take Lewis outside in the front.
So mind you, whenever a dog feels like you mocking it don't take it lightly. They don't forget. I really feel like that played a big role into him getting attacked because, yeah. But fast forwarding back to the day of. Long
story short, I should have listened to my gut and took Lewis to the front yard, but I took him to the back instead, like she said. So once we got in the backyard, Lewis went and used the bathroom, and usually he used the bathroom to come right back in, but he used the bathroom, he was sniffing around, which he got the right to do, it's his backyard, and I heard the dog coming. So Lewis was still like on the pavement part, it's like pavement and then it's grass. Lewis was still on the pavement part, so I heard the dog coming, and the dog got to the fence, and when I tried to grab Lewis, like a lot of dogs do, small dogs, when I went to go grab him, he shot to the fence to where the dog was. So me and Chelsea like just sitting there like the dog can't. Well, Chelsea was
there. I wasn't sitting anywhere.
She was still cooking, but you know I'm like, okay, the dog can't jump. Me and Chelsea done said it before. Okay, the dog can't jump over the fence. Like maybe
we
he just
thought
can't
that the fence had some type of stability. Like we was like, okay, they know they have a big dog. He must can't jump. Like. Yeah, so we was thinking like, and then the dog was nowhere to be found. We didn't know that they kept their back door open until the day of. So earlier, the previous day when we got, in the previous day or whatever, we thought that when we got home, since we seen him in the house, he was peeking out the window, we thought that it was safe to take Lewis outside in the back because we thought the big dog was in the house. So I'm over here just mushing up hamburgers, trying to, you know, season some hamburgers. And what's funny is, well, it's not funny, but what's crazy is we honestly could have got it all on tape. Well, our reactions on tape, not the dog attack, but our reactions, because me and RJ were filming a nighttime night routine video for you guys, and I had the camera propped up in the kitchen where everything happened, but I turned it off. Like, in a few minutes later, that happened, and it just went, like, the dog attack felt like it was longer than what it was, but it really happened like that, like in the blink of an eye. Like, nobody seen it coming. I was nowhere to be found. I was still in the kitchen while they were outside dealing with that. But from my side, I thought that all I heard was yelling. So I heard RJ saying, get your dog, get your dog. And I heard his mom was home at the time, and I heard his mom, because that's her baby, I heard his mom saying, he's gonna kill him, he's gonna kill him. So after I heard that, I was like, all right, that means the big dog got a hold of him. But at first I thought that they was just barking back and forth, so I didn't, like, I just kept doing what I was doing. But as soon as I heard his mom say that he's gonna kill him, I knew that the big dog had Lewis. So I would hurry up, wash my hands off or whatever, and I go to the window where everybody is. They're outside, and
yeah, so the big dog, he didn't jump over the fence. He took his nose and he lifted it up and came under the fence. So he didn't go over it, he came under it. That's how flimsy the fence is. But me, Chelsea, my mom did not know that. So we thought the fence was like sturdy in the ground.
Yeah, we thought it was built in the ground.
He came under it. So when he came under it, it was too late for me or my mom to grab Lewis, because as soon as he came over, he picked Lewis up. You know, when dogs attack or attack other animals, the first place they go for is for the neck. So when he came and grabbed Lewis, the first place he grabbed was Lewis' neck and picked him up in the air. Now, if me and my mom was to retaliate and grab Lewis from his neck while he had his jaws locked, we would have been in a tug-of-war match with Lewis and the dog while he was still in his neck. So me and my mom had to stand there, and when Chelsea finally got to the door, we all three of us had to stand there in shock and watch Lewis swung back and forth.
It was really, okay, so the Rottweiler is not like your ordinary Rottweiler. Like, he's not as big. I think we honestly think he mixed with something, because he's like a short, like, he's a rock. They identify him as a Rottweiler, but he's shorter than the usual. So it was just like, that dog was big, but it wasn't too big where we couldn't do nothing about it. So by the time, like, they were just looking like how to get him, because you got to be careful in that situation. Like he said, you can't pick him up, or y'all gonna be playing tug of war with the dog's head, or the dog could attack you. Like, we didn't know what that dog's motives was. So all we can do is, like, I was still like halfway in the house. Him and his mom was both outside with Lewis. I was just standing like by the door, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I just seen I seen RJ going like, oh my god, you know, like freaking out. He didn't know what to do. And I seen his mom like just looking for stuff to hit the dog with. And finally, you just randomly see, and I'm not thinking this is a joke or nothing, I'm just like playing it back in my head, but you just randomly see his mom find this wood. It's not wood, it was steel. It was like a steel rod or whatever, like this long. And all I see her is just picked it up and just finally hit the dog, and then he finally let up, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then after, like, she was just like hitting them until the dog was like, the dog finally backed off, but was still barking, like was still trying to get to Lewis. We got them separated or whatever. His mom picked up Lewis, and I ran back in the house, and I was like, is he bleeding, is he bleeding? Because I didn't know, like, I didn't know how bad it was. Like, I was like, is he bleeding? Like, will he be okay, or do we have to take him to the animal hospital? Like, whatever. So, and when I seen Lewis, he was like trying to bite back, but his neck, like, the dog had him right here, and he had his neck turned trying to bite back. Yeah. So Lewis is a Yorkie, so even though he a small dog, Yorkies will bite you back. They are very fierce dogs. So I'm like, maybe Lewis, like, they was just like going at it together, but no. The big dog was tossing Lewis around in his mouth. It was just bad. And it was like, nobody. You say you seen your other dog?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really get attacked. It was just like they was running around the thing.
I never seen a dog personally get mauled that bad. Like, I never seen nothing to that. I seen dogs get into it, but I haven't seen a dog just be treated like a rag dog going back and forth. I never seen that. So it was very traumatic for me, RJ, his mom. We was all like, yo, did that just happen?
It was bad, and thank God that my mom was here. Thank God I was here. Thank God baby was here, because without the three of us, and
yeah,
if it was just two of us, or if it was just one of us, it was bad. Lewis wouldn't have survived, and I thank God every night before I go to sleep that it didn't do anything to his neck. After
that, his mom had Lewis in his arms, and in her arms, and I was like, is he bleeding? Is he bleeding? And RJ said yes, on the ground. I seen like little droplets of blood, like at wherever mommy walked, there was droplets of blood, and I was like, he's leaking. Like, that is not good. 9 times out of 10, if he leaking that bad, it's like deep. Like,
yeah, my mom had her hand like on his head. My mom always hold Lewis like he's a baby because he's real small. So she had him like this, and when she moved her hand back to let Chelsea see was he bleeding or not, because she didn't know, so she was letting Chelsea look, and when she moved her hand back, her hand was covered in blood or whatever.
It was horrible. So his mom was like, Chelsea, hurry up, go upstairs and get him a towel. So I got Lewis a towel, and she wanted me to go with her to the animal hospital. Mind you, this is RJ's mom's baby. Like, she treats Lewis like, yeah, that's my baby too, but that's a whole nother level. Like, it's just, you don't mess with Lewis with her. So basically, it was like her child getting like that. Wow. So she was shaking. She was crying. She was just like terrified. So I had to make sure I was the meteor and like the level-headed one and stayed calm, because both of them was freaking out. Like, that's my dog, but it's not my dog. You know what I mean?
Chelsea and my mom got in the car and went to the animal hospital. It was late. It was like about 6 o'clock.
Like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it was about 6 going on 7. So they finally found the hospital that was open. I had to stay back and call the police. The police came, checked everything out. Can't go into all of that, but they finally let me go, so I had to rush and meet Chelsea and my mom at the animal hospital.
Mind you, RJ took forever, okay?
Yeah, the police was holding
like a whole hour after.
The police was holding me up.
They were... Are we gonna go to that?
I'm keeping it brief and short.
The hospital was horrible. Yeah. They were the only people open though, so we had to do something, because we couldn't take Lewis back with open wounds and just leaking blood and like untouchable. We cannot take him home like that.
One thing I don't understand is humans or animals. I don't understand how you a veterinarian or a doctor and people come in for help that's been severely injured, and you won't take them, and you won't take them because of a payment.
Yeah, because we were willing to do you know how you go to a doctor's office or whatever, they can bill you the receipt or whatever. They was trying to get $500 something up front, and it's just like nobody has that on them. And even if we did, it's in the bank somewhere, and we gotta go to the bank. Like, we didn't have time for all of that. Nobody holds
$500,
almost $700 really in your pocket.
Now that's just for Lewis to, like, for him to get seen and stuff like that. So we like, this is ridiculous. So me and Chelsea sitting here like, it's 7 o'clock. Me and Chelsea bank is closed. My mom's bank is closed. So it's like, what are we gonna do? We have to go in personally to take out this kind of money. So it's like, we can't just walk around with $500-600 in our pocket for us thinking something like this is gonna happen. So long story short is, I wanted to go off, like, but Chelsea was there. She was keeping me calm.
I was trying to keep everybody calm, because his mom was just, you know how you are in shock, so she's just like, he's gonna die, and I was like, y'all gotta stop, you know, speaking that into existence. So I was trying to keep everybody like positive and as calm as possible. But it's just like everybody seeing it for their own eyes is traumatizing. Like it makes it 10 times, 20 times worse.
So at the end of that, after everything calmed down, the doctor that came in was rude. He had an attitude with Chelsea.
Yep.
That's when I drew the line. I was already irritated with the whole Lewis situation. Now you got an attitude with her, and it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Like we not mad at you, but it's like, man, you come on, do your job. Like y'all don't even have no compassion. But anyway, we ended up paying $150 for Lewis to get a bandage. And some pain pills and antibiotics so he won't catch any, He gave us two pills in the bottle and Lewis a Band-Aid. Lewis was wrapped. If y'all seen the picture, I posted the picture on Instagram, so y'all probably seen it. And if y'all follow me on Snapchat,
for $150, he got a Band-Aid and two pills.
Didn't even, mind you, he didn't even use he didn't even take the 2 pills. The 2 pills are still sitting downstairs in the bottle, like he gave us.
To rewind the night, to fast forward the night, he ended up having this tight bandage on him.
Couldn't use the bathroom.
Couldn't breathe. Little did we know. Like RJ was like, no, we not finna pay that much, but it's just like you gotta do something. Like you gotta get, even though it's as little as a Band-Aid, it's better than him leaking and exposed to germs and stuff when he come back home. And the pain medicine he was on is better than him being on pain medicine than not at all. So I was like, we just gotta do something to get through tonight until we could get to our banks and all of that stuff. So this dog, what?
Oh no, go ahead.
This was seriously like the longest night. Like we finally went home. Lewis had this tight bandage on. RJ called it. He was like, that bandage is too tight. Like it's too tight. And I was thinking maybe he got it tight because when you get shot or something, it stopped. They tell you put pressure on it. So I'm like, maybe it's supposed to be tight or whatever. So we sleep through the night, rough night or whatever, and we wake up early in the morning, 7 o'clock. As soon as other animal hospitals open, and the animal hospital he's at now is very good. He's under like
a bunch of drugs. He's feeling good.
He high. He been high for like 3 days. Yeah. But she gave us 10 times more information. And that night we didn't know how to handle Lewis. We couldn't, like, you know how you pick a dog up by their front arms.
Yeah, we had to talk.
We couldn't do that because he's messed up like all on here. Like it's just bad.
He was on the couch. We had to lift the pillows up off the couch and put him on the floor. We couldn't pick him up in the car. We had to put him, like he was on the pillow. We had to put him on like we was on a stretcher or something. It
was horrible.
And the doctor that we was at, and I'm still not gonna forget this. He told me, Chelsea, and my mom to our face that, oh, he needs surgery. He just needs a couple stitches. That's it. So he charged us $150 for him to look at Lewis and say, oh, his cuts are deep. He needs stitches. Like, me and Chelsea could have looked at it and said that.
Yeah, we seen it.
So we take him to, so my mom, thank God, she found this doctor that Lewis used to go to. They're real nice. Come to find out, Lewis has bruising and bleeding in his lungs.
Yeah.
His neck is severely sore. He got 2 deep cuts.
He got more than 2.
Yeah, he got more than.
He got cuts all over the front of his neck.
He got cuts. His knee is bruised, but the doctor we went to today, the other day, said that he don't need surgery. They're gonna let the wounds heal from themselves. They're gonna do laser treatments, give him all types of pills and antibiotics and shots and baths and stuff with soap and shampoo to clean him out and everything. So he'll be perfectly fine. But
they said that they couldn't even, mind you, okay, so this doctor he's at now, they said that they wouldn't even put him under anesthesia the way he is now.
Yeah.
The doctor before was gonna put him under anesthesia. So if we would have went to the one, the same one that put that tight bandage on him, Lewis could have passed because he was not under, he wasn't stable enough to take that dosage of anesthesia. And if you don't know, you gotta be like in good condition as best as you can before you go under that type of drug. So it's just like, if we would have went there,
and my mom,
he would have died and they would have blamed it on the surgery.
Yeah, and my mom and Chelsea wanted to, well, mostly they wanted to like, you know, like wait till Thursday till we can reopen, our banks reopen and stuff, and we was gonna take his money and pay him, but I was like, no, something ain't right. Like, the man was rude. I didn't trust him with Lewis.
His lungs was bruised, so imagine you got a tight band or something while your ribs is bruised, like. And
he was bleeding. So if we would have stayed there 2 more days, like just let Lewis lounge around the house 2 more days, like we planned, Lewis wouldn't be here today.
Lewis sad. Like, it's so much stuff played out.
Yeah.
In a good way after. Like,
yeah, but God is amazing. Everything happens for a reason.
That was just horrible. We are going to insert clips for you guys if you want to see. It's very graphic. You got the ones with the deep cuts?
I got like 2 with the deep cuts. It's not all the way. Like, they're worse now because they shaved him so you can see him even more. But his hair, I got one with him under the chair bleeding. Like, he got blood. And
so we just have, it's very graphic for some.
Yeah.
We didn't get too graphic and get too like close to his wounds or whatever, but you could see from the pictures, you could just see the amount of blood he was losing. Like, all of this was wet and covered in blood.
Yeah.
So,
and because they're so graphic, the ones that I sent the police, I'm not gonna insert into this video. I'm not gonna show y'all them because those are extremely graphic, but I had to send them to the police officers that was here for them to make a case about it. But I appreciate my mom. I appreciate Chelsea for being here. Chelsea actually stayed an extra couple of days just to make sure everything was okay. So I appreciate.
I was supposed to go home the day after.
Yeah, she's supposed to.
And I was like, ain't no way in hell. I won't be able to see Lewis come back home, but I'm gonna be back.
She'll be back this week.
And I don't like seeing Lewis like down because I'm his best friend. Like, I like to play with him, and he's not playful right now. So by the time he gets playful, his best friend will be back. You feel me?
But yeah,
Louis Vuitton, get better. Mama loves you.
We love you, Lewis. Everybody pray for Lewis. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. We love you guys, and we'll see you next video.
Bye. In the arms.